10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. This is Michael Voss, the Dragon of the Southern Tier. I am here with you today to talk about censorship, about shadowbanning, an issue that is affecting not just big corporate giants, not just YouTube creators, but it affects everyone all the way down the line. Now, I think everybody's heard about this by now, and that's why we're doing this public service announcement, because it's affecting us, it's affecting you, it's affecting everyone. Very simply, you may have heard about this by now, that YouTube 2 days ago changed its rule set because of a disagreement between Louder with Crowder, Steven Crowder, and with Alex Mazza of Vox, a $200 million offshoot of NBC. Put that aside. The real question is about censorship. The real question is about shadow banning. So we're going to try and talk about this and what you can do to prevent this from happening. Okay, so, and I want to say, first of all, most of all, shame on YouTube for their censorship. Shame on them. This is wrong that they are being, is bad. This is Game of Thrones kind of censorship and kind of bad. And I want to thank everyone who's paying attention to this, because YouTube creators being censored means you are being censored. It means you are being silenced. This hurts everyone all along the line. So very simply, let's get into this. And I want to start off with, actually, this is not something new. You're seeing content creators from everywhere being affected by this. This is upper echelon games. This is Fox News. This is Ben Shapiro. This is Steve O. This is Tim Pool. This is Dave Rubin. The list goes on and on. Roberto Blake. You can go on, switched to Linux. I mean, you can go on and on about this, because everyone is being affected by this, and it hurts everyone. When you see censorship, when you see shadow banning, when there are subjective rules that allow one person to be okay and another person to be hurt, that's where the problem is. And we've seen this. Now, this is not new. This is not new. But it's getting worse. In fact, Senator Ted Cruz mentioned this, and I want to take a little bit of what he said here.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome to each of the witnesses. I'd like to start by asking each of the company representatives a simple question, which is, do you consider your companies to be neutral public fora? Ms. Beckert?
Thank you, Senator. The mission of our company is to connect people. We do not look at ideology or politics. We want people to be able to connect and share who they are.
So I'm just looking for a yes or no, whether you consider yourself to be a neutral public forum.
We do not have any policies about political ideology that affect our platform.
Ms. Downs?
Yes, our goal is to design products for everyone, subject to our policies and the limitations they impose on the types of content that people may share on our products.
So you're saying you do consider YouTube to be a neutral public forum?
Correct. We enforce our policies in a politically neutral way. Certain things are prohibited by our community guidelines, which are spelled out and provided publicly to all of our users.
Mr. Manje?
Okay, let's stop right there, because they've all stated, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, they've all said in January 2018 they're neutral. That's not true. We've seen that with Facebook. We've seen that with the exclusions and the people that have been kicked off. We've seen that on Twitter. In fact, Twitter has gotten even worse. We know that just 9 months after speaking to Senator Ted Cruz and saying that they are neutral, the Daily News reports from September 5th of 2018 that Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, admits that they have shadow banned people. That, and to quote it, it is, our algorithms were unfairly filtering 600,000 accounts, including some members of Congress, from our search autocomplete and latest results. We fixed it. That's what they're saying. They said they fixed it. No one believes that. No one believes that. And we know that Facebook hasn't been honest either. I mean, Facebook, we even did a video about this from from this year, January 26th of 2019, where they're out there actually spying on individuals, which is an offshoot of being censorship. When you can censor people, you can spy on people, you can do things and not be caught because you're eliminating the ability of people to be speaking. You're either preventing them to get onto your sites to be able to share the information, or you're making it impossible for them to be seen. And you're taking away the ability of people to get paid. Now, I want to go back to what Senator Cruz said, because a little bit later in his conversation, he says something else very interesting, and I want to share that with you.
To know what is YouTube's policy with respect to Prager University and the allegations that the content Prager University is putting out are being restricted and censored by YouTube?
As I mentioned, we enforce our policies in a politically neutral way. In terms of the specifics of Prager University, it's a subject of ongoing litigation, so I'm not free to comment on the specifics of that case.
Well, I will say the pattern of political censorship that we are seeing across the technology companies is highly concerning. And the opening question I asked you of whether you're a neutral public forum, if you are a neutral public forum, that does not allow for political editorializing and censorship. And if you're not a neutral public forum, the entire predicate for liability immunity under the CDA is claiming to be a neutral public forum. So you can't have it both ways.
That's right. They can't have it both ways. They can't just censor people and say, well, we're not censoring anyone. But you are censoring people. You've admitted it. And the rules are arbitrary. There is no rule. Because if you don't like the content, then you've already stated under their rules on borderline content. What's borderline? No one knows. But if you have borderline content, they're going to shadow ban you. They're going to restrict your content and the access to the public. And then they're going to put in their approved media and the message that they do want the public to hear. That's wrong. In the United States, that's censorship of the highest order. That's propagandizing. That's not the First Amendment. And I'm perfectly fine with a private business having its rules. But make those rules clear and make sure everyone knows what those rules are and that they are not subjective and arbitrary, which is what we have with Facebook, with YouTube, with Twitter. They're arbitrary. No one knows what's okay and what's not okay. And because of that, we're seeing a backlash. And we suffered from this too. We're a small channel. I'm not nowhere near Louder with Crowder. I'm nowhere near Tim Pool. I'm nowhere near Vox or anyone in the industry. We're a small channel that's growing. And yet, because we came out and said, no, everyone should have the right to be able to speak and there should be a level playing field. You know what happened? Immediately after saying that, YouTube attacked us. And we take it as a warning sign that if we continue to speak out, YouTube is going to punish us, that they're going to shadow ban us. What you see here is a message we received from YouTube about a video, a portion of a video, a performance by a artist, a singer, and she's been on many of our videos. Part of our musical breaks in between segments, we highlight individual musicians. And we had one who's been on over a dozen of our videos. We have permission for her to be there. It's already on YouTube. We played her content as we were talking in this one article about the attack of YouTube and the censorship and shadow banning. And guess what? We got this warning. We've never had a problem with content and community guidelines, and suddenly we're being told for this one video, even though she shows up in a dozen videos, we're being told that we suddenly have this strike and that we have to be on guard. That means they're telling us, I take it as a warning, if you continue to say something, we're going to ban you. Guess what? We're not going to be silent. We're not going to put up with shadow banning. We're not going to put up with being censored. We ask you, you want to know how you can fight? Real easy. Like, share, comment. That's it. Like, share, comment. comment. I would love it for our channel, but any channel, whatever you listen to. I don't care if it's entertainment, if it's gaming, it's a movie review, music videos, or political commentary. I don't care if it's on the right, the left, the center, libertarian. It doesn't matter. Like, share, comment. Do not allow them to ban people and to hide them, not just throw them off because they don't want that kind of attention. No, they're going to hide you so that you can never be seen again, so that they can only put out the approved messages. We don't believe that. We will fight against that. It is wrong for everyone. And I don't care what size the YouTube creator is. No one should be censored just arbitrarily because YouTube doesn't like it, because Facebook or Twitter don't like it. Help us fight against this. Let's not let this be something that happens and takes hold. Let's let them know. Like, share, comment, everything that you like. I don't care what it is. Hopefully our video, any video, like, share, comment. Do not allow YouTube to censor and to shadow ban and to silence you. Because if you don't, the content you like is going to go away. They're going to take it away from you and they're going to silence you and you'll never get it back. Let's fight that. Hashtag stop shadow banning. Hashtag stop YouTube censorship. Please support us on that. Like, share, comment, and I hope everyone's going to be well.